and welcome back to Granted Gardens. My name is Melissa, and today we are going to talk about one of my favorite hobbies, and that is thrifting. Today I had to work for my 9 to 5 out in Herndon, Virginia. On a good day without traffic, that's usually about an hour commute from my home. However, if you're familiar with any kind of metro areas, once a certain time comes in the evening, if you're not out of where you need to be, you might as well just hang around for a while. And the reason for that being is because after a certain time in the evening, work traffic starts, and you can essentially leave at the moment you're ready to leave and sit in the car for 2 hours, or you can kind of wait for work traffic to die down and your commute will be only an hour. For me, living out in Frederick County, the commute to Herndon without traffic is usually an hour. By the time that I had gotten off work, we were well into work traffic, and I figured I would just hang out, check out the area a little bit instead of tacking onto my commute and just sitting in traffic. So the number one place that I always look to go in those situations is Goodwill. I love shopping Goodwill. I love shopping thrift stores. I often get a lot of comments on unique things that I have to decorate my home, particular types of clothing like this blouse. I get a lot of really nice comments on this blouse. Most of these things have all been thrifted. I very rarely at all anymore shop brand new. So the benefits of thrifting are you're recycling, you're using stuff that people no longer needed, and instead of it going to the dump, you're giving it a new home. The other upside to it is that sometimes you can find some really great stuff for cheap. So this evening I swung by 2 Goodwill stores out in that area, and I figured I'd share with you guys my finds. One thing that I absolutely love to wear pretty much all year round are sundresses. And as the weather gets a little chillier, I'll just throw a sweater on over top of it or maybe leggings underneath to help keep me warm. But I absolutely love wearing sundresses. So this first one that I got here is this really pretty orange color. So I got this today. So it's just a cute dress. It's a long one. One thing that I've learned about shopping thrift stores, with me being super tall, I'm about 5'10". So for me to shop for dresses at thrift stores, I've learned that I like the longer dresses. The reason for that being is that sometimes the cute dresses that are short, by the time I get home and try them on, they're a little too short. So I got this one. I just thought this was a really pretty fall color. This next one is a flower pattern. I really do like getting bright colors, things with patterns on them, specifically flowers. I'm finding myself leaning towards. I also thought this was, again, a really nice fall color. I like that it had a little sleeve on it. This one isn't quite as long, but it's got this cute little flower pattern at the bottom. Next, I got this kind of like jean material. This one is really short, so this was breaking one of my short rules, but I figured that this would be just well with having like a pair of like yoga pants or something on underneath of it to kind of keep my legs warm. Bonus, it has pockets. This next one's definitely more of a summer one. It's a little lighter, but I really love the flower pattern that it has here. Again, it's a little bit of a shorter one, but I figured it would be good for, again, with having like leggings on underneath. This one, I just like the plaid. This looks like it might be a little big, but maybe like a shirt underneath of it and then leggings. I just liked the plaid pattern. I thought it would be, again, cute for fall. The upside about thrifting a lot of this is that it's affordable, it's cheap. So you can kind of make what you want out of it. It doesn't necessarily have to be what it was initially designed for. This one, like I said, is just gonna be nice for something around the house, kind of cozy. I've noticed that when I do thrifting, I tend to find things that are more unique than what you would find at a normal store, like a regular retail store. I like the concept of the uniqueness, and it's not always like on trend. So it's something that people get really excited about seeing something different. I like this one here because it had the longer sleeves. Again, it's probably mid-length, but would work well with a pair of leggings underneath. This next one, again, a really cool pattern. Something different that you don't see very often and then the longer sleeves. I've noticed that a lot of my sundresses that I have, or my dresses that I have, are not fall friendly. They're very much based around summer. And so I get a little chilly in the fall, so I thought it would be nice to have some long sleeves. And I really just love the pattern around the sleeves here. This one is a longer one as well. This one's getting more into the summer colors again, but I just really couldn't pass it up. I thought it was super cute, and it still has the tag on it. Still has the tag on it. So it's never been worn. And this one again is a longer one, but again, like just fun for some summer colors. Which I thought this was really different. Really unique pattern, different kind of color selection than what you standardly see in the stores nowadays. Then I got this one, which I just thought was really pretty and unique here, mid-length. This is definitely a summer one with the spaghetti straps, but I thought it was really cute. It has these little like wooden buttons. I thought that was really adorable. So bright orange, cute for summer. For the dresses, I got another really super cute flower pattern with some, again, I like the little sleeve, the short sleeve on it. This one's about mid-length, and I just thought that was really, really cute. Again, pretty nice for fall. So I usually always do make a beeline for like the knick-knack section in Goodwill before I start looking at clothes. It probably wasn't until, I would say, even like maybe a year ago at the absolute most, that I started actually shopping the clothes section in Goodwill. I don't know, like I always had this like concept that there wouldn't be anything like available in my size, or that it would be hard to find something cute. I'm definitely an advocate for shopping the Goodwill clothing section now, clearly. But I do also love the little knick-knack section, and I found this today, and I actually set it down and then turned around and walked back. But this little cute flower stand for like plant stand for inside the house, I set it down initially because I was trying to think of like where I would put it in the house, because space is a thing right now. But I thought too, you know, with kind of having some of the plants having to come in from the winter, that it would be handy to have something like this. And I just loved like the wicker concept of it. So I couldn't pass this up. I thought this was super cute. Got this. Now these next things are necessities for me. I am planning on doing a full run through of the kitchen cupboards this winter, which I will probably do with you guys so that you guys can kind of see the process and see what we have stocked in our kitchen pantry and such, but it's really not as organized right now as I want it to be. So one of the things that I'm really getting into is storage for things in the kitchen. And I'm actively trying to switch from plastic to glass as much as possible. I was looking through Amazon the other night for glass food storage containers and had a little bit of like a panic attack on the prices of things. So they, especially glass, can get very expensive very quickly. I have a lot of like smaller containers and like mason jars, but I'm really looking for something bigger than that. So I came across this at Goodwill. It needs a deep clean, but I got this jar for $3.99. I loved the fact that it had the lid to it. That's always important. These little rubber things you can buy replacements for. So a nice deep clean of this, and it'll be a great storage for food here in the kitchen. This one here, same concept, food storage. It was a decent size. This one, it says $4.99, but I actually got it 50% off because it was the color of the week or whatever. So I got it for half that, which was nice. It comes with the lid. It's a decent sized storage. So again, a nice good clean, and it's glass, and it'll be something that I can keep some of our odds and ends in here in the kitchen. Those are all great containers. They're massive sizes. I think that first jar I did was a gallon size jar. To be able to touch anything like that for glass food storage, brand new, is going to be upwards of like $30 or more just for one piece. So those were a steal. The next one that I got here was just this glass container. This one I have a plan for. I think it was $2.99, so $3 for this. The concept here is that we had different like dried flowers, kind of like fronds. I'm not using the right word, but like the pom-poms from our wedding, and I have a ton of them and I have nothing to like put them in that they won't topple over. So I got this so that we can use it to decorate with those, to kind of set them over in a corner and not have them topple over. And I just thought this was a cute container for that. So those were some of my finds at the Goodwills that I stopped by. I highly suggest it. If you're not thrifting, you're missing out. Now, there's this one farmer that is on Route 15 between Frederick and Herndon / a lot of other areas in Virginia. But Route 15 is the way that I usually go to get home. And there's this farmer, Farmer John. He has a beautiful farm stand on his property right out in his front yard that he just opens the doors up and just lets people come and shop his produce. So whenever I take Route 15 home, I always have to make sure I stop by and pick up something good from him. So I had to stop. I had to pick up tomatoes. Our tomatoes are donezo for the year, and I'm missing tomatoes terribly. So I got my hands on a few tomatoes. These are his tomatoes. They're still picking from their stock, from their farm. So I'm excited to get my hands on some homegrown tomatoes because it's been probably a week or so at this house since we've had any. They also had some really beautiful apples, so I figured I would pick up some apples just as a snack. And then last but not least, I had to pick up my pumpkin. So this here is a Cinderella pumpkin, and I was actually talking with Farmer John today about the Cinderella pumpkins. He was talking about, he had every kind of pumpkin you could imagine, and he asked me why I picked this particular one. And I said, well, I picked the Cinderella pumpkins because I will make pumpkin pie out of these. And we shared some kind of like recipes and ideas, which I thought was really cool. I always love to shop local farm markets, little farms, because you do get to kind of talk and hear about the process of growing, as well as different recipes. So this will sit outside. We'll decorate with it. I'll probably sit it on the potting bench for a couple weeks, and then this is going to end up being pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving. So this Goodwill haul was definitely very much clothing based. I never really know what I'm going to come home with when I do visit our local thrift stores, but I highly recommend visiting. Take some time to look around and think with a creative mind. I'm really excited about these dresses. Gotta go get them washed. Hopefully I'll get a chance to wear some of them before the weather gets too cold. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I look forward to sharing more with you soon.